Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about how to do a free background check in the state of Georgia. To get started, go to georgiapublicrecords.org. I will have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type this into your browser. On the home page, you will notice a large list of databases. These are public databases available within the state. So depending on what type of a background check you're doing, you should be able to utilize quite a few of these databases to help you out. So I'm going to be talking about doing a general background check any person out there can do just for the regular public. And I'll be going over specifically free databases that you have within the state of Georgia to accomplish this. So since I'm on the public records page here on the home page, I can quickly give you an example of how to do a quick lookup in a situational background check using free databases you have available. So for example, let's say you have a big remodeling job at the house and you hired a general contractor to do the work. You can, for instance, do a contractor lookup. You can also look up business records. And so what you're able to do is you're able to check on somebody's professional license. And there's quite a few categories here. And you can make sure everything is legit. There was no problems when the license was registered, how long they've been in business, things like that. You can also do the same thing with a business search. And this will search like LLCs, corporations. So typically, even if they have a professional license, they would need a business. And you can also research by business name, and you can see how long they've been in business, make sure everything is legit, everything is paid up, and there's no issues on the official records here at the state. So another thing you might consider doing is doing a court record check. And what can you check for? For instance, you can check for maybe financial civil lawsuits, financial types of lawsuits, maybe related to work. Make sure like everything is clear. All the business licenses are legit, everything is paid up, and there's no issues within the court system with this company or this contractor in particular, so that you feel more comfortable about handing over a lot of money to get the job done. So this is just one of the ways that you can use public databases to do a quick background check without paying any money for it. Another type of a background check that's probably the most sought after when it comes to background checking are going to be criminal records. And I'm going to go over the process of how you can do this research for free. So go ahead and hover over other records and click on inmate search. And what you'll notice is you have your most populous counties here, and these are arrest records. So a criminal record starts with an arrest. Police, city police, maybe the county sheriff's department arrests somebody, takes them to a local jail, books them, they get printed, their picture gets taken. That's the beginning of an arrest. And so you're able to actually look this information up using county records. So every single county sheriff's department, typically not all of them, but at least the most populous ones will have a database, and you're actually able to utilize this database. Now, one thing to keep in mind, sometimes they will clear these databases out. Just keep that in mind. Not all of them. Like for instance, this one here, you can for instance do current inmates only, and then of course the released inmates, or both. So it keeps the record. So what I'm saying is some of them don't necessarily keep them all, and you might need to request it, do like a special request on some of these arrests. But that would be the first step in creating a criminal record, is somebody getting arrested, and you're able to use local county jail databases to research this information, and all of these databases are going to be free of charge. Next step would be, after the arrest, somebody has to go see a judge and determine if you're guilty or not guilty. And so you have an option that does a statewide search in Georgia, Peach Court. This is a paid database. I just wanted to bring it up because it's it's like a centralized database for the state of Georgia. There are fees associated with it. I just wanted to put it in there because most people think this is the only way of researching court records, but it's not. I'm going to click on the background check page. If you scroll down here, you'll notice we have the most populous counties here, and every single county has its own court of clerk's office, and each of these offices maintains a private court record database, and these databases you can use for free. As you can see, all I gotta do is just type a name, and I don't have a specific name. I'm just going to try a very general name here, and it's loading. And as you can see, I'm able to research these court records in this county without putting up a credit card or doing anything. I just typed in a name, and here we go. I'm doing my research, trying to figure out who's who. Obviously, you want to provide a little bit more information instead of just Smith. Make sure you're filtering those records down. And so each county has an opportunity for you to, for instance, right here, search civil and criminal cases by name, case number, and you can do this absolutely free. So this is a very important step. Like I said, after an arrest, everybody's going to have to go through the court system. Even the people that are sitting in jail, doing time, or in prison, they would have had to go through a judge. And so there would be a court case that you can look up and find out more details regarding the criminal offense. So after court, the person is going to be either found guilty or not guilty. And again, you can find this information using court records. And then they will either spend time in the jail or in a prison. So anybody that I'm going to go back to the inmate search page. Anybody that goes to anybody that gets a sentence of over 12 months is going to be sent to a prison. So that would be the Georgia Department of Corrections. And they have a database, and it's absolutely free. So again, I'm just going to try something general here. And let's see if we find something. Okay, so here we go. And as you can see, I pulled up an individual. You have your physical description. You have your major offenses here. And then there is actually a record of all the times this individual has had an encounter with the correctional, the Department of Corrections here. So going back to 2001, looks like it's quite a few things. So it's 2013, 2014. So all of this is you can do research on all of this absolutely free, just by knowing where to look. So I just walked you through the step: arrest, court, and then you're serving your time. So there's quite a few tools you can use to find a background check information, whether it's looking up financial records, whether it's looking up criminal records. You have quite a few options that you can utilize for free in the state of Georgia. One thing to consider is the name search on top here. Now, this is not a free database, but I will explain why it might be handy. It pulls records, public records, court records, property records, criminal information, arrest information, financial records. It has access to private databases like cell phone records, previous addresses, things like that. Quite a few more things. And what it does is it doesn't just pull records from the state of Georgia. It goes outside of Georgia and pulls records from multiple other states. And it puts them into a single search system, so it's instantaneous. You're not jumping around from database to database, and it gives you an opportunity to have like a nationwide look into someone's public history. Why sometimes is that important? People do move around. For example, let's say they had a criminal past in Florida or maybe in Illinois, and now they're living in Georgia. If you're just checking records in the state of Georgia, you're not necessarily going to see what happened in Florida or Illinois. So if you want to make sure you're more informed, you got your bases covered, it's an excellent tool to add to your arsenal when it comes to doing background checks. So with that said, visit georgiapublicrecords.org. Come on down and get started on your free background check in the state of Georgia. Thank you.